Hi everyone, we'll get started in a couple minutes. We're just going to let people jump on and then me and Haley will get things going. And if you have questions during the presentation, I'm going to be posting a picture in the event invite so you can comment on that. All right. So let me pull up the slideshow. Okay, 1 second. Technology is always my least favorite part of all of this. I once did one of these and the slideshow didn't show up for the whole presentation when I was training the team. I didn't know, so I did the whole presentation. Okay. Let's see if this thing will work. And then we're gonna get rolling. All right, Haley, you can mute yourself and we're gonna jump in here. I'm gonna pull up the presentation. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to tonight's What is Beachbody Coaching webinar. Haley and I are super excited to share with you guys our stories tonight about us being coaches and how Beachbody and getting healthy has changed our lives and how coaching has already changed our lives, and then also giving you some of the basic details about how this whole coaching thing works. So we're gonna jump right in. First of all, my name is Shawn. I have been a coach since March of 2013, and I currently am a 1-star diamond coach, which means that I have, let me shut Facebook down quick. I have been a coach for, oops, I lost the presentation now, didn't I? Because I did that. 1 second, guys, sorry. Okay, we'll just do it this way. I am a 1-star diamond coach, and I have a very successful team, Team Extreme Inspiration. I love coaching. It has completely changed my overall health and everything, and I'm going to go into my story now and kind of give you more information on that. So I'm going to start out by telling you guys a little bit about basically when I got married and that point forward. Obviously, I had health issues before that. I was never, I always had health concerns and was not the skinniest in my class or anything like that growing up. But at the same time, right before I got married, I got into pretty good shape. I relied heavily on running and eating a really low calorie diet, which obviously was not maintainable for me. I got married in 2004 to this handsome guy who was my college sweetheart. And as soon as we got married, I fell out of running and I got comfortable and I stopped eating that really low calorie diet because obviously it wasn't maintainable. And I started to gain weight. We were in this newlywed life. We would come home after work every day and go out to eat. We'd go out with friends on the weekend. We were drinking. We were, eating sweet treats at night. We both love sweets. So we started to put on some weight, but it was really, I got pregnant with our sweet little girl, Grace, and I had her in 2007. That's a picture of our family with her. And when I had her, I thought I was just having a hard time after having a kid. I really thought it was just that I was sad or that maybe I wasn't good at it. I struggled with a lot of different things with being a mom, staying home part-time, feeling very secluded. I'm a very social person. And then on top of that, after about 6 months of being very depressed and sad, my husband basically gave me an ultimatum that it was hurting our marriage so much that I needed to go to a counselor or get some type of help, or, we needed to decide what was going to happen with our marriage, which was obviously horrible. And I found out I was diagnosed with postpartum depression. And as soon as I was diagnosed and I started going to counseling and started getting help, I immediately started to feel better and things. Obviously, that's what was causing a lot of issues for me. But I had gained quite a bit of weight up to that point. And I had also I had gotten some really bad habits that I had continued from before having Grace too. So I just kept packing on more and more weight. I was not exercising. I was not eating right. And I had 2 more kids. So I had 3 kids in 6 years. I went from 180 pounds when I got pregnant with Grace, and being semi-healthy at that point, to walking into the hospital to have Eli and them weighing me, and me weighing 330 pounds. Which was horrible. And this is a picture of our family just about a month after Eli was born. And I was just in a really horrible spot. I was a new stay-at-home mom after I had him. We decided I would stay home because, well, paying for daycare and after school and before school care was basically taking up my whole paycheck. So it just didn't make sense. We were buried in debt and had a lot of money issues, but it just seemed like the best choice. I wasn't happy in my job. I was always stressed out and sad. So I think we were hoping magically I'd leave my job and I would be happier, which did not happen. I was very unhealthy. I gained like 10 more pounds after having Eli. So I was at 340 pounds and I was depressed. I mean, I was unhealthy. I couldn't be active with my kids. My family would go for walks and I would sit watching at the window because I wouldn't go with them. I didn't go to my daughter's school events. Never forget, they say don't regret, but I will regret for the rest of my life that I missed out on a lot of key things her kindergarten year that I could have went to because I was so embarrassed about the way that I looked. So it was a very low point. I had no relationship. I didn't have any friends. Me and my husband fought all the time. Just like I don't say lowest point in my life very lightly. So something had to change. I knew it had to change. I just didn't know how to do it. And so it happened to be Eli was 6 months old, and I was sitting on Facebook, of course, scrolling through videos, and scrolling through Facebook, and I saw a video by a local Beachbody coach who had done Chalene Extreme and Shakeology and had lost 60 pounds. And I related to her story, not just her losing weight or her magical before and after picture, but she made a comment in it about that she was finally the mom that she always wanted to be. She had went through postpartum depression and weight gain, and I just really connected to her story, and it inspired me. Something in me, I sat there and I watched it like 8 or 9 times, and I just kept crying and crying. My husband's like, "You're losing your mind." But I told him, I turned to him and I said, "I'm going to do this. I'm going all in. I'm 100%. I'm going to do the Chalene Extreme. I'm going to do Shakeology. And I'm going to sign up to coach to get the discount." I talked to my friend who was a coach, and she told me about that. And my husband was like, "Oh, okay, honey." I told him a million other times I was going to lose the weight. So he was on board and supportive, but I also think he thought it was a big investment. And was I really going to do it? But I did. I dove right in. I knew I'd invested in my health and I was going to do it. I saw changes the first month. So I had more energy. Even within a week of drinking Shakeology, eating healthier, and working out, I felt like a different person. I was happier. I had more energy. I looked in the mirror and I still didn't like what I saw, but I was proud of myself and proud of myself for the changes I was making. So I kept going. I did 2 rounds of Chalene Extreme right in a row. I lost about 82 pounds in 6 months. I didn't do anything crazy, you guys. It was no crazy diets. I ate healthier. I tracked my food. I drank the Shakeology every day, and I did the Chalene Extreme workouts, which was 5 days a week. I did add in running for the last 3 weeks or 3 months for cardio, but honestly, these results are from following that workout program and just eating better and doing Shakeology. After I finished my 6 months up, I put my before and after picture online with my coach's encouragement, which was really hard. And people started to ask me what I was doing. And since I was a coach, I told them a couple people bought programs or bought Shakeology for me, but that was about it. I wasn't really working it as a full-time coach. I wasn't doing challenge groups, but just kind of telling people about it. And then I did a like page so that I could start sharing more about my story, and I started meeting more people. And then I kept going with my health and fitness. It helped me stay accountable with everyone knowing. It was very different after the 6 months because I'd gotten to a good place in my health and I needed almost that big brother aspect of having support and accountability. And so I started doing challenge groups. So I had a community of people, even if I was running the groups. And then when I hit my 1-year point, I had done like Chalene Extreme, T25, and 21 Day Fix. I finished out with 21 Day Fix and I lost 120 pounds on my 1-year mark. And so that was crazy. I have fluctuated a little bit up and down in the last year and a half, but I have stayed pretty close to, I'm still over 100 pounds down and still consistently working on it every day. Health is not easy for me. Eating healthy is so hard. So I'm not saying this magically made me a veggie lover or anything like that, but it did help me see how being healthy could completely change my life. So I also started more actively coaching. So like I said, doing challenge groups, I started building a team, and financially it started to help my family a lot. So not only was my transformation happening with my health and fitness, but as I was losing more weight and I was sharing with people and I was helping people, I was also helping my family to pay off our debt. We had over $50,000 in student loan debt, credit card debt, and car loan debt. And it was suffocating. We would sit week to, budget every week. I would sit and cry doing the budget. I hated it. I still remember those moments of sitting at the table and, like, especially before coaching, I started to make an income with coaching, wondering sometimes where our next, if I don't know, we were going to afford groceries or if we needed to put on the credit card. And it's so freeing now. We should be debt free by the end of October. Can't believe I'm saying that. And I mean, obviously my husband's income supports our family, but us having this extra money has helped us to pay off our debt, and I make a very good income from home working this on a part-time basis. So that's been super helpful. So why do I love it? Why do I love coaching? The biggest piece for me is the accountability piece. Just going to be straight up with you guys. I will be a coach till I'm 90 if I can. I love the support part of it, but I also love the accountability piece about it. I love that my friends and family know what I'm doing. I love that I'm helping them. It just adds in that extra piece that makes me want to keep going and keeps me focused and accountable to my goals. I also feel like it's helped me become a better and more balanced mom and wife. When I was a full-time stay-at-home mom, I mean, I love that, and I still love doing it. I still love being so active in my kids' lives, and being able to volunteer in their schools and do things like that, and having the flexibility that if they're sick, I can stay home. With that being said, I love people and I love being social, and I was missing that part being home full-time and taking care of kids all day. And this has helped me connect and meet with so many different people. So it's helped me be just this more balanced mom that when I'm with my kids, I'm present and I'm happy. And people say I glow. It sounds so silly, but people say I glow because I'm so excited and happy about life again. And I think I know coaching is a huge piece of that. And so it's helped me be a better mom and wife. My husband loves it. Financial freedom, I just talked about that with you guys, but the freedom that I can work as many hours, or like this summer, I took 2 months and I took a little step back in my coaching business because I wanted to spend more time with my kids. And my daughter was home for the summer. So I had that freedom to, work the business the way that I wanted. I've made a lot of new friendships. You get to talk to Haley in a minute. We would have never probably met without this coaching craziness. And I just get to meet new people and connect with them. And some of my challengers are some of my best friends now. I go to them for advice. I go to them for support. My success partner, who is another coach in the local area, Annie, is one of my best friends. So it's helped me make a whole lot of new friendships and find support. And then I love to help people. When it comes down to it, in my heart, I love helping people. I love seeing people succeed. I love being the person who can be there for them when they're struggling and that I can understand how they feel. And so this is the perfect job for me because I like to put my whole heart into the people that I'm working with. And it feels good to help people and see them change their lives too. So I'm going to introduce Haley now. Haley is a new coach on my team. She's going to tell you a little bit about her story. She's only been a coach for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. She's already hit Success Club for this month, which is a huge deal in the coaching world. She's the first one on my team to do it. She's running a Kick Butt Challenge group. And honestly, I've never had a coach just come out of the gates with such a passion to help people. So I'm excited for her to share with you. So you can unmute yourself, Haley.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're on. Okay, I'm going to mute myself and you just tell me when to change slides, okay? Okay, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm just going to start by telling my story a little bit. In 2008, I got engaged, and at that point, I was at my heaviest weight. Apparently, when somebody loves you and you hang out all the time, all you do is eat and drink and you just gain weight. So I did that. And then we got engaged and, did the whole dress shopping. And I realized, oh crap, this dress is not going to look good. So I just started working out like crazy and was trying to eat better. And I got super skinny. But I remember just having to work so, so, so hard for it. And then I remember it not feeling like it would be very maintainable. And then we got married, and what felt like 2 seconds later, I was pregnant. So I got to enjoy being skinny for what felt like no time at all. Um, so if you could change the slide. Um, at the same time, I was a full-time teacher, which I'm not anymore. I stay home now. And I had an hour commute one way, so it was a lot of sitting down. Then I had my second baby, and I was just getting bigger and bigger. And I just was slowly, slowly losing myself in all of this. My kids came first, my job came first, my husband came first. I was nowhere even in that list. You could switch it. And so after that, we decided that it would be better for me to stay home because a lot like Sean, all of our money was just going to daycare, kind of a waste. Um, and so now being a stay-at-home mom, I was like, okay, I need to take this budget, I need to make this work. And so our gym membership was the first thing that I cut because that was something for me. And I felt like, well, if I get to be a stay-at-home mom, I need to be giving up things because this was just, it felt like such a privilege to me. Like I needed to almost earn it. So I just got rid of things that made me happy to get my hair done. Just all of that went away. And then I didn't work out regularly for a whole year. And being a stay-at-home mom with little ones can get a little bit lonely sometimes. And so the cupboard just became my best friend. And it was kind of cool being home because before I would pack my lunch, I would just I knew what I was going to eat every day. But now it was like, oh, all this food is here. I can just choose whatever I want. And I did, which was not good. If you could change it. So in 2014, I decided that I was going to join the gym. I had a part-time job and I felt like I could afford to do that. And I thought, oh, this is just going to be the end all. It's going to be great. Well, with the gym for me, I found out that I had a whole lot of excuses. Sick kids were an excuse. If my little one seemed a little cranky, I knew he wouldn't make it through. I just wouldn't go. Um, if the weather was really bad, I wouldn't go. So it was just like I was paying all this money, but I wasn't really getting anything out of it. And I never changed my eating. So that whole time I was working out, I never really changed my life. I worked out a ton, I ate a ton, and in the end, I ended up gaining weight. So this summer, I finally decided, you know what? This gym gig is not working for me. I know it works for a lot of people, but for me, it wasn't. So I decided after seeing a random infomercial and just having a couple of friends on Facebook that I was thinking they were probably doing this. And then I remembered talking to Sean, um, and like 6 months earlier, we had sat at a table at the Y, and she told me all about what she did. And so all of this stuff was kind of culminating. And so I just ordered the fix, decided to do it. And honestly, a week into it, I was blown away. I was already losing weight. I was eating more food than I had ever eaten before. I had no idea that all this time before I wasn't eating enough. And so then I would just end up binging because I'd be so hungry. So, and then there was the challenge group side of it, which gives you accountability. You're checking in with people every day and you're having interaction. And I also really, really wanted to try Shakeology, but felt like that was out of my budget. So, with all of this, and I happened to run into Sean again, which I kind of felt like was a sign. We sent our kids to the same camp. I just said, you know what? I think that coaching is for me. I just want to share this with everyone. I want everyone to feel as amazing as I feel now, and I really want to keep up that accountability. So I started my own challenge group as soon as I became a coach. I was really excited about that, and it's a really awesome challenge group right now. Everyone's doing really well, and we all really enjoy it. And now I've already gotten my Shakeology for free, and I thought I was just going to get a discount. So I'm pretty happy about this. It's going really well. I feel like I'm helping other people, and that's my ultimate goal. I mean, I don't know. It's amazing. I hope everyone can experience this awesome feeling.
Thank you, Haley. I will tell you guys that Haley once said to me that all she wanted to do was like be in her group so that she could be helping people because it just felt so good. Or she made some comment to me that like I could do this all the time because it just feels so good to help people. And that was the magical moment that I'm like, this girl's a lifer. She's gonna be like me. So I'm so glad that you joined the team. I also feel like it's a little weird that we ran into each other at the gymnastics thing again.
That was a sign for sure.
It's a little weird. So, okay, thank you, Haley, for sharing your story. And you guys can obviously see her picture there. I think that that is a clear example that 21 Day Fix is an amazing program and that she obviously put in a lot of hard work. So it is not easy to do. Just because it tells you how to do it, you still have to do the work. So now we're going to jump into who is Beachbody. So now that you've heard our stories and you've kind of seen me and Haley, we're different. We have some similarities and different things going on. But one thing that is very true about both of us is that we have a passionate reason why we love Beachbody and how it's changed our life. And that's basically what the root of coaching is having that passion and having something transform in your life because of Beachbody. So what is Beachbody? Who are they? If you've never heard of them before and you're hiding in a closet, because they're pretty much everywhere right now, they're the #1 at-home workout program provider. They've created a lot of different programs. I'm sure you've heard of P90X, Insanity, T25, 21 Day Fix, obviously, that Haley just talked about, is another big one that's out. Chalene Extreme, which is the one I did, but they have tons of different programs. They also do Shakeology, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then they do workout apparel and they do different supplements. They just started doing a performance line that people are loving, like pre-workout drinks and recovery drinks and things like that. So they're always thinking out of the box and coming up with new things that can help people with their health and fitness. They do a lot of different things with rewards and different incentives and gifts for the people who do their programs. If you submit your results, just by submitting the results you got from doing the program, they give you a free t-shirt, and then you have the opportunity to win money. My Aunt Barb actually just won $500 for just turning in her results for 21 Day Fix. So she's like, man, they paid me to lose weight. I'm like, yes, they did. They paid you to lose weight. They do TV infomercials. Oh my gosh. If you have not seen the 21 Day Fix one, you have to have a TV, and Tom Bergeron does it with Autumn, who does 21 Day Fix, but those infomercials are everywhere. So Beachbody is basically out there in the world. You just heard Haley say she had seen an infomercial, so a lot of people learn about the programs from them. And then one of the things Beachbody has is they have the independent coaches, which is what me and Haley do, which is we provide support for people. We connect them with the right programs, the right resources. We give them additional help and support, tips, things like that. So that's our job. This is just a screenshot picture of all kinds of different programs that Beachbody has. I think that the thing I like to point out here is that The reason I love Beachbody is because they have workout programs for everyone. When they started and they did just P90X, that was more of an extreme program, but since then they've added in so many different workout programs. So anybody that talks to me about wanting help with their health and fitness, I know I'm going to find a workout program for them. All different ages, all different fitness levels, all different interests, time limits, all that kind of stuff. You're going to find a workout program for the person that you're talking about that's going to help them get it done and get results. And so that's one of the reasons I love Beachbody, is they're for everyone. Shakeology is huge. It is something that for me personally, I've been drinking it for 2.5 years. My husband's been drinking it for 2 years. Took 6 months for me to convince him to finally jump on the train. And then my kids actually started drinking it a couple months ago. Our pediatrician was over the moon excited that we wanted to start doing that. Kids can be picky eaters, just like their mom. And so this helps them get in the nutrition that they need in a day that they're sometimes missing. So what is Shakeology? It's a meal replacement shake. It's not a protein shake, but it actually replaces one meal a day, and it has a ton of vitamins and minerals. You can see right there, and it gives you a list of all the things that are in it, which I always read and I kind of cringe because I really do not like veggies. So this is like my superfood drink every day to help me get in more of those nutrients, but it tastes so good. Even though it has all that stuff in it, it tastes so good. It helps me personally, and there's a list of things here, but the biggest things I hear from people are energy. Helps them with having energy. It's a good, quick, healthy meal. A lot of times people skip breakfast or lunch because they're busy, and this is a great meal for them to substitute with. That's really quick and fast and yummy. It helps with my cravings. Like, it helps me because I'm getting the nutrition my body needs, that I'm not so set on, you know what I mean, wanting that chocolate candy bar. I still want it sometimes. I'm not going to say that goes away completely, but it does help me with it. And so this is a really big piece with Beachbody. They spent a lot of time and research to make the best shake out there for the people that are working with them. And they do lots of deals bundling it with workout programs. And I love that because then it gives people an opportunity to not just work out. Like Haley was saying, she was going to the gym all the time, but if your food's not on point and if you're not getting the nutrition your body needs, then you're not going to be successful. So this helps people with that. So who are coaches? A lot of time, coaches are all kinds of different people, but a lot of times people sign up initially because they want a discount, especially on the Shakeology. But coaches tend to be people who love health and fitness. They might just be starting out with health and fitness. I am not an expert on it by means, but I do love the way that it makes me feel. And so people, you know, coaches tend to be people who are loving on that, loving the way it feels to be healthy. We want to help other people. We're real people that, like, we're just normal, regular people who are working on our health and fitness goals. That's it. Like, we're just normal people. And then we're typically products of the product is the way they said it. So basically we're people who are doing the programs, who are drinking the Shakeology, and who can speak from personal experience on how, you know, why it all works and how it works for us. So we can give people an inside look that we're a regular person who's doing this and how it's working and been successful for us and for our people that we're working with. What we are not. So that's more, this is what usually holds people up. It drives me nuts because I have so many people out there that I think would make amazing coaches and who could help a lot of people, but they let these types of things stand in their way. So if you are thinking about not being a coach because you're like, I don't like sales, I'm not a salesperson. I've had people tell me that before, and I'm like, do you think I'm a salesperson? And they're like, well, no. And I've been very, very successful at coaching. Coaching is about sharing. It sounds really cliche or silly, but anybody can post up a sales picture of the 21-day fix. But not a lot of people will comment or message or want to work with me if that's what I'm doing. But if I'm sharing results from people, or I'm sharing my experiences, or I'm sharing how it all works and why it could be good for them, that's when they want to work with you. So it's not about hard sales. It's not about pushing a hard sale on people. It's about connecting people with the right plans if it's a good fit for them. We're not fitness trainers or nutritionists, that's for sure. I am not a fitness trainer or nutritionist. I am not an expert on either of those, but the good news is the programs are created by fitness trainers and nutritionists, so they do the work for us. We just have to support people. And then we're not a pyramid scheme. Oh my God, that's like another thing that I get from people is like, oh my God, I can't sign up with that. That's a pyramid scheme. One, pyramid schemes are illegal. Beachbody would get shut down in a second. We are a multi-level marketing business, which is a lot of companies right now because it works. And basically what that means is that when I sign up coaches on my team, I don't make tons of money just because I sign up coaches. The only way that it works for us is if they're successful too. So you're building an organization where the people below you can even surpass you in this business if they're doing well enough. So it's definitely not a pyramid scheme, and it is on the up and up, and it's really amazing actually how it's set up. So why are we special? We offer a lot of different things, but I think the number one thing is that we're the complete picture. There's a lot of companies out there, going to name names. There's a lot of companies out there that offer quick fixes, or they offer one piece of this, the fitness part or the nutrition part, or even just the support part of it. But we offer all three. And that's truly what helps people see success and get results. If you have the working out and you're eating right and you're getting support, a lot of times that means you're going to end up being successful with being healthy. We do there's a lot of other things that make us special, but we're focused on fitness, personal development. There's a lot of traveling opportunities in the Beachbody world. You have the financial freedom that I talked about. We do accountability groups. So groups for, Haley was just talking about that. She jumped right in and started her own. But it's just basically groups to support people with their health and fitness goals. And so that's a big piece of what we do. And then we do coach trainings. So I feel like in a lot of other companies, there's not a lot of training done on how to be successful in that business. And Beachbody, not only do they do a lot of trainings, but our team does a lot of trainings. So there's a lot of support out there. This is just some of the team transformations. I actually need to update it because this is from like a year ago, but we've had so many coaches join the team and have such amazing transformations. But these coaches are still great. And honestly, that's what it really comes back to. As being a coach, you're going to get the support and accountability from a team of other people who are also focusing on their health and fitness. And we celebrate each other's victories. We support each other through each other's hard times. It's like a family. I don't say that lightly. My husband knows it. They're like my second family, my coaches are. So how do you sign up? Let's say that you're on the call and you're like, I want to do this. I think this could be awesome for me. How do I sign up to do it? You contact the coach who referred you to this call. So if it's not me or Haley, contact whoever else assigned you, sent you to this. There is a startup fee of $40, but it's waived. If you buy a challenge pack or have bought one in the past, the $40 startup fee is waived. So definitely talk to your coach about doing that. So you're basically getting your first month of coaching free if you sign up with the challenge pack, and you don't have to pay that. So there's no penalty for canceling. So if you said to me next month, you know what, this coaching thing isn't for me, Sean, I really want to cancel, you cancel by email. So you're not stuck in any year contract. You don't have inventory or anything like that you're stuck with like a lot of other companies are. So you just cancel. So no, they don't want you to be a coach unless you want to be one. There is a coach monthly fee. It's $15.95. And that's it. That covers them doing the inventory. It covers them doing the shipping. It covers your websites. They give you websites. And like I said, it's free the first month. So, and then what do you get when you sign up? So you get a lot of different things. You get a website, like I just said, an online office to track all the orders and everything. So Beachbody has that set up, so you're not doing that all on your own. You get a 25% discount off of all the products, including Shakeology, which means if you're drinking Shakeology every month and you haven't signed up as a coach yet, you're basically throwing money out the window. So sign up to be a discount coach even, which is what I did my first 6 months. It saves you about $18 to $20 a month in the US after taxes and everything. So that's a huge savings. If you do that over a year, that's over $200. You can grow a business or just get the discount. Okay, so coaching is all up to you. I have some people that say to me, sign me up, Sean, I want to do this like you do it. I have people that sign up and say, I just want to do it on the side, kind of for fun. And then I have some people that say, don't even talk to me about my websites. I just want the discount. Cool. Everyone can do it the way they want. You'll never be pressured to sell. It is your choice on how you run this business. You get a 25% commission if people do buy from you. You can also get things like a team cycle bonus if you start to build your own team and they're successful. You can get leads from Beachbody, which are customers that are given to you. you. You get to know about all the new programs and specials ahead of time, which if you're a program junkie like me, I love getting the sneak peeks of everything and getting to try sometimes things ahead of time with people. So that's super, it's just a fun little bonus. And then there's a lot of free trainings, trips, support. We do team calls for support. So webinars, kind of like what we're on right now, but just with our team. So there's a lot of opportunities for training and support if you decided to build a business from this. One of the big rewards is you can earn a free trip every year. I went to Cancun this last year for free. That's a picture of it. When I go back now, me and my husband couldn't afford a 10-year anniversary trip, and that was our trip. And it was so much fun. Went with other coaches, and we had a great time. But by being successful, if you're just being successful every single month as a coach and helping a couple people a month, you can earn a free trip. This year is a cruise. I don't know what they'll do the following year. They've done Disney. They've done so many different fun trips. So they also do monthly prizes. This year we can win the P90X workout program for Hitting Success Club, which means we're helping a couple people this month. Haley already earned it. I've earned it. So we get like, I think it's like $290 worth of workout programs for free that they're going to send us now. And then our teams also do bonus team Success Club prizes. So we send prizes every month. I send shirts or books. This month we're doing a bracelet, and it sounds kind of silly, but sometimes it's just nice to get something in the mail, and just to get it for helping people is pretty cool. So what do you get if you join our team? If you join the Team Inspiration is what it's called. That's me and my partner, Annie, my success partner. She is another coach, and we work together, and our teams work together on our trainings and everything. So what you get is you get support. We have a team page. And also if you want support one-on-one as a coach, I do, and I always tell my coaches too, it's up to them how they do it, but you can do one-on-one support by messaging, phone calls, whatever type of support you prefer, we can work with you on that. You get accountability. We're gonna help you by, you can join any challenge group you want. You're gonna get support and accountability in those. You get accountability by joining trainings. So there's a lot of accountability there on your health goals and your coaching goals. You get personal development. You're going to grow as a person. It's part of our job is to get more efficient and more well-rounded. And so it sounds really silly, but it's so important in this business and in your overall life. We also do a lot of mentoring, and we also do a lot of training. So if you jump into this as a new coach, there's a new coach training. We have trainings for coaches who want to work more like us, that want to build it more as a full-time business. So lots of opportunities for training. What we do in our everyday, I don't have a slide on this, but a lot of people ask this usually at the end of the presentation, what do we do as coaches? So the three main things that we do is we take care of our own health and fitness, and we share about it with the world, social media, friends and family. The second thing we do is we invite people to challenge groups. We run challenge groups. We provide support for people. We do one-on-one support. We help them connect them with the right plan, get them the right resources. And then the third thing we do is the personal development. So we're always constantly working on growing ourselves and bettering ourselves, and so that we can be better coaches and more supportive to people. So you're kind of sitting there and being like, gosh, what would I do as a full-time business? That's what I do every day. That's what I get paid to do, is I help people work on my health and fitness, and I grow as a person. Does not, and I don't say that lightly, it doesn't get very much better than that in a job. So we made it through that pretty quickly. If there's any questions, I'm going to pull down the slideshow so you can see, and then Haley can there we are. I'm going to pull up my phone quick, and there's a little bit of a delay here. So let me pull up and see if anybody has posted any questions. Do you see any in the event invite? Do you have it pulled up? For some reason, my phone, it's not pulling up. So if you do have questions, just go to the event invite, and in the event invite, you're going to see like just a questions picture, and just go in there and you can post any questions there that you have for us, anything at all.
I don't see any.
You don't see any questions? Okay. We'll give it, just because there was like a 30-second to a minute.
Wait. Nikki said, what's your favorite program?
Oh, what's your favorite program? My favorite program right now, I'm an addict, so that's a really hard question. I'd say I love Size right now. I think Size is so much fun. My challengers are love doing it. I know what Haley's answer is. Go ahead, Haley. I know what your favorite.
My answer? No, I do like Size as well. It's very fun. But I think my favorite is 21 Day Fix because it's only 30 minutes.
And
I'm
it
really
works
not spending
quickly.
a lot of time right now.
Well, and it works quick. I feel like people, if I have a beginner or even someone who's been working out for a little while but is struggling with the nutrition piece, it's my go-to
Mhm.
program. So if I had to pick
Yeah.
a number one program to refer to people, it is always 21 Day Fix is always in my list, or 21 Day Fix Extreme if they're a little bit more
Hmm.
extreme.
Yeah.
Any
I feel
other?
like it's some foolproof. But yeah, Size is fun too.
Okay, let's see. Any other questions? I'm not seeing any more questions. So let's give it like one more second. We did have 10 viewers on, so there was 10 people watching. So hopefully you guys thought it was good. And if there's no more questions, I think that we will shut her down for the night. If you comment any questions, I'll check back tonight or tomorrow morning, or Haley can too. We can both look back, and if there's any questions, we'll answer them, or you can private message your coach, the one that referred you to this call, and they can answer any questions for you too. So I hope this was helpful. Okay, good night, everybody. Bye.